There is a game which almost all adults and babies play, commonly called peekaboo, where the adult hides their face with their hands and then reveals their face. This game seems to fascinate babies and young children around the world. Normally they respond with smiles and laughter each time the face is revealed, no matter how many times the action is actually repeated. So how does this relate to object permanence and what's going on inside the baby's brain? Well, normally the game of peekaboo is played after the baby is 6 months old. There are some interesting changes taking place both inside the baby's brain but also with their eyesight at that time. And when a baby is born, their vision is fairly poor. Most of the world is a vague blur. Things like depth perception are actually beyond them. And they're reasonably good at detecting moving objects. However, one of the earliest visual abilities developed is facial recognition, especially in regard to the ability to recognise their mother. At the age of 6 months, however, a baby's vision is about the same as that of an adult. They can easily differentiate between different friends and relatives just by their facial features. It means that an adult face suddenly appearing will quickly be identified as a friend and possibly provoke an emotional reaction in the child. But whilst the eyesight may be nearly fully developed, the brain is far from complete. It has an issue with something called object permanence, something that adults understand automatically, but babies are just trying to figure it out. To a baby, not all objects, like say an apple, have permanent existence. Once the apple is out of sight, it can no longer be smelt, touched, or otherwise sensed, the apple ceases to exist. So covering an apple with a cloth, then moving the cloth to reveal the apple is quite magical to a baby. The idea and concept of object permanence starts to develop from around 3 to 4 months. It's complete by the time the child is 2 years old. Now, one of the first stages in development of object permanence is when the child can see part of an object. They then know that the rest of the object is present even if they can't see all of the object. It means that when a baby is 6 months of age or older, playing peekaboo, they are able to predict that when the hands are pulled back, what face will actually be hiding behind the hands. So they're now happy not only that a friendly face is revealed, they are able to predict what face it actually would be. So this combination of game, learning, repetition, and a friendly face mean that babies get such enjoyment from peekaboo. The child's virtual universal reaction to the game also means that adults are prepared to play the game with young children. Since the end result is nearly always so positive, the game is so simple to play, requires little knowledge of looking after children, along with minimal effort on behalf of the adult. As a child has passed 2 years old, they have some mastered the object permanence, and the game of peekaboo tends to lose some of its appeal. But for the child, the game of hide and seek is just around the corner.